Hello, Pumpkin. Mine is Mistic, and welcome to Mistic Reacts. Do you want to know 10 ways to piss off a Southerner? Well, me too, because I'm a Southerner, and I don't know what those ways would be. Let's see if these 10 ways are accurate, coming from someone who was born, raised in the South, whose family is very Southern, has been Southern since the 1800s, 1700s. My family is OG. I have tracked my lineage to the same state since like the 1800s, 1700s. So I'm as Southern as an American as it gets, baby. Let's get into the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below if I have a Southern accent. I hope not.
Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Wolters World. Today we're back in Savannah, Georgia, in the South. And today we have
I been to Georgia.
Are things that tourists do when they come to the South that kind of irk the locals. And I want to start with this one. If you're flying in or you're driving down and you pass that line to get into the South, you got to remember this. If you make eye contact with someone, smile. Because honestly, if you make eye contact with people, because you know you made eye contact.
Just if you make eye contact with someone, just do this. Just like look down a little bit. Just like an agreeance. That's all you need. No one cares that much.
You saw them, they saw you, we know you saw us. Just smile. Smile, hey, that's fine. Because if you don't, you kind of like look away or look weird. People are like, dude, what's wrong?
Is he from the South? I don't know if I can trust him. I don't know if he's from the South or not.
Wrong with that guy? And it kind of like, it's rude. It's just rude, okay? So when you make eye contact,
well, don't stare at us.
They don't bite in the South, all right?
Yes, they do.
Smile and say,
yes,
hey,
they fucking,
and then be on your way. And kind of following along with that, another time you're going to upset the locals who are in the South is if you avoid trying to make small talk at the checkout line. Look, I don't care if it's Publix, Piggly Wiggly. I don't care if you're going to Starbucks. You gotta have the small talk.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I am a Southerner. I never, ever, ever make small talk. Like, the only time I ever make small talk is if I am interested in the person behind the cashier. That's the only time I would even consider it. And even then, I would just, like your glasses. Okay, bye. That's the extent of it. Don't talk to us. It's all an act. Plus, if you're not from the South, if you're a tourist, they already hate you. If you're a tourist, they already hate you. They don't want you to talk to them. So it would probably only make it worse if you talk to them.
Because that's what you do when you're at your checkout line. It's a
no,
thing
it's
here.
not.
And if you
no,
sit
it's
there,
not.
Zipped up, I'm not talking, I'm not making eye contact, nothing. That is not a Southern thing.
Yes,
they
it
will
is.
talk to you. Even if you don't want to talk, they will still talk to you. So you need to talk with them.
They will get the hint.
They're going to share their story about their mama, their grandma, their friends. Way
fuck,
more oversharing
their
than you
family.
ever imagined.
I don't give a
shit.
shit.
But it's just the way it is here. And if you don't try to do the small talk, they're going to think you're some kind of weirdo. So
well, maybe I
practice your
am.
small talk before you come here so you can fit right in, all right? Because
no.
you don't. Rude. Another thing that will upset people when you come to the South is you complain about the slow pace, or especially the slow pace of service. Because bless your heart.
What the fuck are you on about? The amount of times I have heard my old Southern grandparents bitch about how slow their like checkout ladies being, how slow the waiters being, how slow the drivers are being. We don't have patience here. We don't wait forever. Well, what do you mean by that? What?
If you do complain about it, that slow service might get even slower. Look, you're coming to the South to relax.
Well, yeah, don't complain to the people, but you can complain to your friends. You can complain to your family. Obviously, if you say, hey, worker, you're being slow as fuck, they're gonna slow down. That ain't a Southern thing. That is you're being rude to staff thing. That ain't Southern.
It's hot, it's humid, you don't want to move quickly, you'll just sweat more. So sit back, relax, And don't complain about
You
slow
want to
service
move
because the
quickly
people
to
in the
get out of the
South
heat.
take the time to enjoy life,
No,
enjoy
they
those
don't.
drinks, and enjoy
No,
their
they
time
don't.
together.
So one way
They
you can really
fucking
tick off a
hate each
Southerner
other.
is by not using your manners. Seriously, think about the way you would treat your grandmother, and that's the way you should treat everyone around you. Hold the door.
That one is true, because Southern old ladies, Southern grandpas have a fucking ego. They have a huge ego. The whole respect your elders thing is very alive and well. That is the one thing that's true, because they have huge egos.
For the person behind you, say please and thank you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Show some respect. That's how we do down here, right? Another thing that upsets Southerners is when they order sweet tea and you just offer them some sugar packets to go in the unsweet tea. That little.
I mean, yeah, that's not Southern tea, but like, my family would just get sweet tea and put more sugar in there. That's what they do. So, I mean, it's not unheard of for Southerners to do that.
Dixie Crystal packet thing is not going to make sweet tea. So if you don't have actual real sweet tea brewed with like actual sugar already in it, just hand them a glass.
But why would you make the tea? Why would... Are they visiting you? Are the Southerners visiting you? Or are you visiting the South?
Glass of water.
Why would you have the
Another way
tea?
you can really upset your Southern friends when you come down here is refuse to eat at that shack on the outskirts of town that just says barbecue painted on the side.
Okay, fair enough.
Look,
those are good.
I'm going to give you a little hint. When you come to the South, you will have the best barbecue from the most random places. Yeah,
okay, I agree with that.
It might be a shack on the side of a gas station. It might be
usually called
a
shack.
Barbecue pit in the middle of nowhere. It's going to be awesome. The locals will come from all over to go and eat there. And if you're thinking, well, unless it's in a restaurant, I wouldn't eat barbecue there. I frown upon this. Well, then you're going to miss out on some of the best barbecue in the county and probably some of the best banana pudding.
Oh, my family has a generational family banana pudding, but the best barbecue places you can't eat in. They're like maybe a 10 by 10 store that is drive-through only. They serve pulled pork and buns, maybe banana pudding, maybe mashed potatoes, maybe macaroni and cheese. That is the best barbecue you'll ever have. Okay, insider tips.
You can even imagine. All right, so don't
it
be
is
a fool.
So good.
Okay,
it's
don't
so
be
good.
like, oh, I don't go there because your locals, they're not gonna like that, and you're gonna miss out.
Yeah.
So one way you can really upset a Southerner is to even remotely imply that SEC football is not light. Because
what the fuck is SEC football? What is that?
Let me tell you, Saturdays in the fall, we are all about football. Do not think that you can come down here and insult football or talk about Big Blue or OSU or anybody that isn't part of the SEC, because even when it's like SEC rivalry,
I'm not the demographic for this. When I see OSU, all I think of is the game OSU, where you tap. I don't know any other context other than that game.
we'll put up with that a whole lot better than we can put up with you talking about great football somewhere else. And
I don't know
Saturdays in the fall, you may hear people say something like War Eagle or Roll Tide, but we all know what it really is Go Dogs.
Oh yeah, and to go along with
that, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, you're probably gonna upset them if you confuse Southerners with Floridians. Look, Florida is its own.
Yeah, Florida is its own thing. It is not a part of the South, but I don't really care about that. But yeah, Florida is its own breed of crazy. It is its own breed.
Crazy world. Yes, it's located in the southeast part of the United States. But yeah, Florida and Floridian Southerners, Southerners will not take kindly. If you're not sure why, just search Florida man and your birth date on Google, and you'll kind of understand why they don't want to be associated with Floridians, okay?
Well,
another way you can upset locals here in the South is if you kind of think your version of a Southern classic is way better than anything you find here in the South. I mean, one of the biggest examples I see in the U.S. is when you go to New York City and there's Magnolia Bakery. It's a fine bakery, don't get me wrong, but everyone talks about you have to get their banana pudding. It's unbelievable. I've gone there. I've had it. It's nice, but I would average it about average here in the South. And I mean, I'd rather go to the,
banana pudding.
The shack on the side of the road.
Are you going to show me the banana pudding?
Probably 10 times better, okay? And it can be other things as well. You know, I mean, I live in Illinois.
Family
and
made
people are like,
recipe.
oh, Illinois barbecue, we've got it good. I'm like, really? Do we really have it better than it?
Only thing I can think about when I think about people eating barbecue for the first time is seeing British people eat barbecue. It is the funniest thing ever. It's like they learn taste, they develop taste buds. I would say the best Southern foods you will ever eat: barbecue, pulled pork, sloppy joe, fried chicken, anything with meat, and banana pudding, and it's really I think that's about all. Anything that has pork is the best thing you'll ever eat in the South.
Georgia or Alabama? I don't really know about that when we're talking about Southern barbecue. And that's one of those things the locals will just kind of roll their eyes at you and be like, oh, bless your heart with your Illinois barbecue. So another thing you might do that irks a Southerner is kind of mislabel certain states to make them Southern or make them the Deep South. Like the Deep South, then we're talking Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina. That's the Deep South. And then you can say, okay, the states that kind of go with the South, right? Oh, you got North Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee. Yeah, some people say Kentucky's in there. Texas, it's not Southern, but it's definitely the South. So you have that.
I mean, Texas definitely has Deep South vibes.
And then there are states that people are like, really? I don't really know if that's really the South. We're talking like the Arkansas, Oklahoma, I mean, Missouri. I mean, I know Missouri plays in the SEC.
What is the SEC? I don't know what that is. But Missouri, I don't know where that is. I'm guessing it's probably like Midwest, maybe, probably.
For football, but let's be honest, Missouri is the Midwest. So just make sure you're having the proper labels for the states you're talking about when you're talking about the South. Another thing that might get them is if you don't appreciate the Southern way of shopping, and that means not respecting the Piggly Wigglies, the Publix, the H-E-B's, those local grocery stores where you go and get the boiled peanuts, the briskets, and all the great food that's here in the South. Yes, they have national chains here, but honestly, you gotta go to local places, and if you don't respect them,
Publix ain't a local place, it's a chain. What?
Whether it's Piggly Wiggly to get those boiled peanuts, or you're going to get the sandwiches at Publix that are awesome, that's going to kind of turn them off, because those are the good places to go shopping and get your groceries when you're here, all right? So
no, it's
don't
not.
Pull them off. That'll piss off the locals.
I'm gonna. I feel like this guy just called me poor in every way. Publix is like, it is like the rich person's grocery store in the South. Like, Publix is like the rich person's store. Like, there's Aldi's, and then there's Walmart, and then there's Kroger, then there's like maybe Costco, Sam's Club, and then there's Publix. Because Publix fucking jacks their prices so much. So does Kroger's. Anything that isn't Walmart or Aldi's in the South is expensive. And those aren't local. They're chains.
For sure.
They're Southern chains. On a
serious note, something that really does upset the Southerners when you come down here is you kind of like imitate their accent and just kind of assume that everybody in the South is stupid.
They are. As a Southerner, I mean, I kind of fit the stereotype.
Slow, and they're all rednecks and stuff like that.
I mean, they are. If you leave, if you leave the city, like the capitals, then yeah, almost everybody is gonna be a redneck flying a Confederate flag if you leave the main cities. That's basically how it is. That's not really a wrong assumption. Like, yeah, there's people who have common sense, but it's kind of getting fewer and fewer. So
I'll tell you, I've traveled all over the world. I've traveled all over the U.S., and believe me, there's stupid people everywhere. There's rednecks everywhere. The South is no different. There are people that are like that, but it's not everyone. And if you start going around going, yo, I'm going to talk like this, no, just don't. Because that is not going to make you and ingratiate you with the locals when you are here. So just be aware of that, okay? Because it really does upset the locals here.
You come here, you think you have like heat and humidity and bugs in Michigan or wherever the heck you're from.
Yeah.
You come
Southern heat is no joke. It is awful. It is so bad. It is humid. It is hot while still being rainy. It'll be raining, hot, humid, and you're dying of heat.
Here, they're like, the bugs are the size of pterodactyls. I'm not kidding you. We have palmetto bugs that are...
I don't know what that is.
That big, and they fly. They are roaches. They are tree roaches, and they fly.
Cicadas?
I kind of like them. I feel like they're like pets. You could put on, a string and walk them around if you really wanted to.
I never heard of whatever she's talking about.
And heat and humidity, you have it hot in Arizona.
No, they don't.
Humid in the Midwest, along the Mississippi maybe. You put together like Death Valley hot and humidity of, I don't know, some tropical location and put them
amazing.
Here. That's what we have in the South.
Humidity is awful.
Will melt. Your mascara will run off your eyelashes. Your hair will be frizzy no matter what you do. It's okay.
It's not going to be frizzy. It'll be like damp. It'll be flat because it's so humid. It's not going to be frizzy. It'll be like oily and flat because you're sweating so much, and the humidity takes like all of, like the fluff out of your hair. What?
Live in this. So when you come here, don't sit there and tell me you got bugs and you got heat and humidity. We got it all, and we got a plethora of it. We're happy to share. Come, enjoy the humidity. It keeps the wrinkles away.
No, it doesn't.
Does this help you know a bit better how not to upset your southern friends when you travel to the South, whether you're going to Louisiana, enjoy New Orleans, or you're here in Georgia, South Carolina, wherever you go in the South, this can help out.
I'm not sure I agree with everything on the list. Or maybe I am just a unique breed of Southerner. Maybe that's the case. Who knows? If you are a Southerner, let me know down below if you agree or disagree with what he says or what I said. Let me know down below. And if you haven't already, subscribe. And until next time, bye-bye.